Hello everyone. In today's class, we will learn Joule's law and mechanical equivalent of heat. What is that? In today's class, we are going to learn Joule's law and mechanical equivalent of heat. What is the heading C? Mechanical equivalent of heat and Joule's law. Okay, what we are going to learn today? Mechanical equivalent of heat and Joule's law, right? So let's see. First, I am writing Joule's law. Okay, what is that? Joule's law. Let's learn Joule's law. So what is this Joule's law? Let's see. According to Joule, see what he is saying. Whenever heat is converted into mechanical work or mechanical work is going to convert into heat, the ratio of work done to the heat produced always remains constant. What? One more time, listen. According to Joule, the ratio of mechanical work to the heat produced is always constant. Or in simple language, work done to heat produced, this ratio always remains constant. So let me write in sentence what the Joule is saying. So here, whenever heat is converted whenever heat is converted into mechanical work into mechanical work or mechanical work is converted into heat. Is converted into heat. The ratio of work done, the ratio of work done to heat produced always remains constant. Always remains constant. Okay. So what is saying? Whenever heat is converted into mechanical work or mechanical work is converted into heat, the ratio of work done to heat produced always remains constant. That is, see here, that is W is directly proportional to Q. W is directly proportional to Q, and therefore W by Q is equal to J. Yes or not? W by Q is equal to J. Yes or not? W by K, W by Q is equal to J, and this is what? Joule's law. This is Joule's law, right? Yes. Okay. And in this, whatever you got J, yes, in this, whatever you got J, that J is called mechanical equivalent of heat. What is that? See here, J is called mechanical equivalent of heat. Mechanical equivalent of heat. Understand now what is this J and what is this Joule's law and what is the mechanical equivalent of heat. Now, sir, W is directly proportional to Q, then W by Q is equal to J. J is a constant. Is it having specified value? Yes. Is it having a specific value? And is there any another definition for mechanical equivalent of heat? Yes. Let's see. Let's see ahead. What is the mechanical equivalent of heat? Yes. So J is called mechanical equivalent of heat. And let's see what is this J units, right? So first of all, note down this, and you can keep this into the box. Okay, so note down fast. Next, let's move ahead. Now, here, let's learn some point about this mechanical equivalent of heat. So here, first number, J is expressed in joule per calorie. Why? Listen. See here, J is equal to W by Q formula we are having. W is in joule, Q is in calorie. Therefore, J you are denoting in or you are measuring in joule per calorie. Therefore, first point what I got, J is expressed in joule per calorie. Next point, see what this J tells us about What this what you can say J tells us about the value of J, the value of J, that is mechanical equivalent of heat, gives how many joules of mechanical work, how many joules of mechanical work is needed to raise the temperature of to raise the temperature of 1 gram of water by 1 degree Celsius. Okay. Yes. So J may be different for different elements, we can say, even for different quantities. For water, it may be different. For other things, it may be different. Okay. But this is only water equivalent. So we are going to do anything with respect to water. Is that clear? So here, what it says or what it gives you, how many joules of mechanical work is needed to do to increase the temperature of 1 gram of water by 1 degree Celsius. Understand? Next point. Here, next one. Next point. You can see here what I am going to write now. See, from W is equal to J into Q. Enough? Because see, W by Q is equal to J, therefore W is equal to J into Q. If Q is equal to 1, what I have written in the box, this is very, very important. That's why if Q is equal to 1, then J is equal to W. Oh, oh, oh. J is equal to W means what it is suggesting now? The mechanical equivalent of heat is equal to work done, isn't it? Yes. If Q is equal to 1, then J is equal to W. So, how can I define now water equivalent of heat? How I can define? Yes, here. Hence, can I define like this? Hence, the amount of work done, hence, the amount of work done the amount of work done necessary to produce unit amount of heat unit amount of heat is defined as is defined as the mechanical equivalent of heat, है ना। अब देखो मैंने क्या डेफिनेशन बनाया है, mechanical equivalent of. So what we did, from W is equal to J into Q. If Q is equal to 1, then J is equal to W. From this we have created one definition. That is very simple. What is that? Work done necessary to produce unit amount of heat. है ना? That is what? Mechanical equivalent of heat. Just Q is equal to 1. So this is what your mechanical equivalent of heat. So next point, what is this J? Okay. What is this J? Okay, mechanical equivalent of heat is there. Okay, I understood. But what is use of this? Is it a physical quantity? Let's see in next slide. First note down this all. Okay, let's move ahead. So what I am writing here, what is J? What is the question? See, what is J? You will say very simply, sir, J is mechanical equivalent of it. Just now only we have learned. No. Yes, of course, it is mechanical equivalent of it. But other things, is it a constant or is it a physical quantity or anything else? Let's see now. Okay, so let's see what is this. So J is neither a constant nor a physical quantity. See here, this is very, very important. J is neither a constant J is neither a constant nor a physical quantity. Nor a physical quantity. Rather, what is this? It is a conversion factor, we can say. It is a conversion factor. Is a conversion factor which is used to convert which is used to convert joule or erg into calorie or kilocalories into calories or kilocalories and vice versa. मतलब क्या? And vice versa means we can convert these calories or kilocalories into joule or else you can convert this joule or erg into calorie or kilocalorie. So this reverse thing is also possible. So what is this? J is neither, R is missing here. Okay, J is neither a constant nor a physical quantity. Rather, it is a conversion factor. It is used to convert joule or erg into calorie or kilocalorie. So this part we can convert into this, or else you can convert this into this also. Understand? Conversion factor. Clear? So let's move ahead. What is the value of J? Next question, sir. What is the value of J? Let's see. What is the value of J? So you can see here. What is what is value of J? So this value I am giving you into joule per calorie or erg into calorie or joule per kilocalories also. So keep it in mind this one. So let me give one important box, right? So let's keep this box, which is very, very important. Conversion, important box this is. You can note down this box. Okay. So see here. J is equal to J is equal to 4.2 joule per calorie, that is equal to 4.2 into 10 to the power 7. You know 1 joule is equal to 10 power 7 R. Therefore here it is at the place of joule. I am writing this 10 power 7 R, right, divided by, as it is what, this calorie. So this is what conversion from joule to erg finished. This is equal to, next, now I want joule per kilocalories, है ना? What I want, joule per kilocalories. What you are getting, see. So this is 4.2 into 10 to the power 3 joule by kilocalorie. So this is directly equal to, I can write 4200 joule per kilocalorie. Understand? So this is the value of J. Always keep it in mind. Okay. So you can see joule per calorie or erg per calorie. Anything if you want to convert, you can convert by using this J value. And this is J and J. J don't cancel. Okay. There J is equal to 4.2 J. Sir, J I will cancel. No J here. Okay. So J is mechanical equivalent of heat and its value is 4.2 joule per calorie. Is that clear? Understood? Okay. Right. So note down this slide and let's move ahead. Okay, next. Now, let's see some important points. Note points which are very, very important. So, what are the note points? Let's see. Note points. These note points are very important for problem solving. So keep it in mind. You will get problems also like this only. Same like as your note points. Clear? Let's start. So number one, note point number one. Here, when water in a stream falls from height h, when water in a stream falls from height h, just stream you right. When water in stream falls from height h, falls from height h, है ना? So in monsoon, you know this stream falls from height. Yes or not? Water stream falls from height h. What is the height? H. Then its potential energy, obviously it will have potential energy, yes or not? Then its potential energy, then its potential energy converts into heat, is converted into heat. And temperature of water rises slightly, and temperature of water rises slightly. Then from Joule's law, you know, W is equal to what? J into Q. And here W is what? Potential energy. So this is mgh is equal to J into Q is what here? You know, ms delta theta. What is this? ms delta theta. Right? So if you want anything from this, if you will cancel this if you want height, anything from this you can find out. So what is here? Where I am writing about this formula also. So you can keep this formula in mind, and this also. Whatever you want, you can cancel. Whatever they are asking, according to that, you can cancel. So where also I am giving you the terms involved, where m is what, s is what, delta theta is what. Okay, and j तो आपको पता ही है, j is what, mechanical equivalent of heat, and h is what, height. So j and j I am not giving, okay, because j already you know. So this is mass of water. Yes, yes क्या है? Specific heat of water. Delta theta क्या है? Rise in temperature due to fall, है ना? Rise in temperature, and h is what? Height from which it falls. Yes, height from which water falls. Now, can I convert this formula again? Yes, here. This formula, can I write like this also? Because if suppose I want delta theta, rise in temperature I want, then I can cancel this m and m. So I am getting delta theta is equal to G into H divided by J into S. What is G? G क्या है? Acceleration due to gravity. No need to give है ना? G क्या है? Acceleration due to gravity. So this is for what? Rise in temperature. So you can create like these formulas according to your wish. Whatever they are asking, according to that you can create the formula. So if you want diagram, just rough diagram I am making here. Assume that this is something water concentrate, and now this is something like this water is there, and this is now falling from this edge, and you can see here this is water falling, and isn't it right? So let's take this blue color water, and water is falling from this side, and let's take, okay. So here this water is falling, and assume that this is the ground, and this is the ground. This is the water is falling here, and okay, and this height is how much? Height is h from which it falls. Yes, and when it is falling here, you are having energy is how much here? E is equal to W. W is equal to what? M, G, and H. Now this potential energy converts. Can I write here potential energy? है ना? P is equal to W is equal to mj at this height. And when it is coming down, this water is falling down. It is converted into heat. Yes or not? This converts into heat. So when it is converting into heat, what happens? Rise in temperature. Rise in temperature of water, and this is what your Q is. And therefore, this potential energy converts into heat, and that's why we are using this W is equal to JQ. And in these type of cases, we are going to use this formula. Understand? Yes? Is that clear? Yes? So note down this. You can draw this diagram also. Okay? G is acceleration due to gravity. Okay. Okay. So let's move ahead. First note down, draw the diagram properly. Let's move ahead. Next. Now, note point, next note point. Okay. Here, the kinetic energy of bullet fired from a gun convert into heat. Yes or not? So let me draw one small diagram for you. Suppose we are having a target. One sheet we are having. Okay. You can see here. This is a suppose target. What is this? A target. This is a target. Now, here we are having a gun. You see here, this is a gun. And from this gun, you are shooting a bullet. Right? What is that? A bullet. Now, this bullet goes and hit this target. Going and hitting the target. Like this. है ना? Something like this. Okay. So what happens when this bullet is going and hitting the target? Then what will happen actually? Yes, what will happen? Wait, let me tell you what will happen here. So when this bullet goes and hits this target, this will get converted into energy. Means some amount of energy will get converted into heat. That's why this sheet will get heated. है ना? Some amount of energy. This bullet goes and hits this target and then heat produces. तो क्या होता है देखेंगे, right? So see here. The kinetic energy of a bullet, I am writing only Ke. Okay, kinetic energy of the bullet fired from a gun gets converted into heat on striking the target. Gets converted into heat on striking the target. So can I say in a simple language like this that is kinetic energy converts into heat, isn't it? Right? Kinetic energy converts into heat. Yes or not? This symbol is what? This symbol indicates it converts into heat. Kinetic energy converts into heat. So here, as it is converting into heat, what happens? We know W is equal to what formula? Joule's law, J into Q. And that implies, can I write like this? See here, this W is nothing but what here? Half, that is kinetic energy, yes or not? Half m v square, that is nothing but kinetic energy. So therefore, at the place of this W, I am substituting this half m v square is equal to this J, and this Q is what? Shall I write here comma? Q is equal to what? M S delta theta as it is. So therefore, here it is M S delta, right? Okay. So if I want this here also rise in temperature, so first I am going to keep this formula into the box, because from this formula I can calculate anything, whatever you want. I can calculate velocity of bullet, I can calculate increase in temperature or whatever it is. And here you see, if I want delta theta, that is rise in temperature, can I write like this? Here delta theta is equal to p square divided by 2j s, 2j into s. What is s here? S is what? So this is rise in temperature. Understand? Delta theta is what? Rise in temperature. So where I am writing this also, where m is what? Mass of bullet. Keep it in mind. Mass of bullet. Next, yes, also what here? Yes, specific heat of what bullet? This is also for bullet. Specific heat of bullet. They will give in the problem. Understand? Next one. Phi. Phi is what? Velocity of bullet. Because here you can see this bullet is going and hitting with velocity what? E. Yes or not? And this bullet is having mass m. Mass m. है ना? तो यहाँ पे P is what? Velocity of bullet. Everything is about bullet only. Yes or not? And delta theta is what? Rise in temperature. Same like previous one. Rise in temperature. Is that clear? So this is what your second note point about how the kinetic energy is getting converted into heat. In first case, we have learned how the potential energy is getting converted into heat, and in that case, we have learned waterfall, है ना? Waterfall रहता है ना? So waterfall, water is falling from some height, and how it is converting that potential energy into heat. Here we have learned how the kinetic energy is getting converted into. Is that clear? Note down this all. Note down. Okay, finished. Right. Let's see one small problem on this. Very small problem, so that you will get idea what type of problems they are asking. Okay, very small. You can do it yourself if possible. I am writing here the question. What is the change in potential energy you can do it yourself also. What is the change in potential energy change in potential energy E means potential energy in calories ब्रैकेट में in calories of a 10 kg mass of a 10 kg mass of a 10 kg mass after 41.8 meter fall. So listen here. So what is given? Shall I give into? Okay. So see how to solve this. I am giving you hint. So see, we are having potential energy, but he is asking change in potential energy. Yes or not? So as he is asking change in potential energy, obviously first you will find out what delta U. Yes. So this delta U is nothing but change in potential energy. Understand? What you will do? mgh. What you will do? mgh. In bracket I am writing you take g is equal to 10 meter per second square. Okay, it will be easy for you for calculation. So first find out this delta U. You will get this in what? Joules. Dash dash joules you will get. Now but what he is asking you in calories. है ना? What he is asking in calories. तो कैसे करोगे? कैसे करोगे joule to calories? You know how much it is? है ना? Very simple. 1 calorie is equal to how many joules? How many joules? 4.2 है ना? Or else you can do like this also. Just you divide by J value is how much? 4.12 joule per calorie. 4.18 joule per calorie. So this is J is equal to how much? 4.18 joule per calorie. This is what conversion factor. So just divide that. So if you want this H now, what you will do? Delta U by capital J. And this will be in calories. So now you understood J is equal to 4.18. You keep whatever you are getting this value, you keep here, and then your answer will be this one. If you will do this, you are getting answer how much? Answer is 1000 calories. How much answer you are getting? 1000 calories. Understand? Can you do yourself? Try to do it. It's very, very easy. And read one more time. Okay, this is very simple. Just what we have learned today. Water equivalent. Mechanical equivalent, not water equivalent. है ना? Mechanical equivalent of heat and Joule's law. Here, so let's stop here and enjoy the day. Bye for today.